Apple defeats attempt by TikTok and others to bypass app tracking transparency in China. Okay, so I know that there's certain concessions that Apple makes in China, but I suppose this goes above and beyond that. Chinese tech giants believed Apple wouldn't dare to block popular apps like TikTok and QQ, but Apple apparently called their bluff. Apple allows developers to anonymously track users using a system known as Apple's Identifier for Advertisers, IDFA, allowing advertisers to track the same person saw an ad for their product within a particular app and subsequently visited their website. Apple designed IDFA to be a privacy-protecting tool because it doesn't reveal the actual identity of a user, only a unique code assigned to them. However, the company subsequently decided it should go further and let customers choose whether or not they tracked it. Okay, so we know this feature. Mm-hmm. This is your ability to completely shroud your identifier so that advertisers can't extract your information without your permission.
Yeah.
Now, since that feature became available, not many people have opted into it. I think reports suggest that it's like 12% of users.
Right.
But somewhere 10, 12% of users that have decided to click allow for the track. I'm not surprised by that. You give people a prompt like this.
Yes.
And they're going to say, I'm good. No, thank you. Ask app not to track.
It's weird how all of these apps are still kind of digging into like, hey, can you just nudge, a little bit of Apple?
Just a little bit of your data.
Uh-huh.
I don't need all your data. Just give me a little taste. I'm starving out here.
And Apple has to say, no, we can't do that over and over again.
Chinese tech giants had hoped to avoid this by switching instead to CAID, the Chinese Advertising ID. Apple's rules forbid this type of workaround. Wow. Well, see, so this is a really interesting one in China because those, we remember the story of Apple having to move some certain servers into China domestically so that if the government were to request some information, then they would be able to get that. But I guess that doesn't extend to these private companies, the likes of TikTok and so forth, that have their own set of rules. And it appears here that Apple is saying, hey, we're banning the CAID workaround from being used. And customers, even in those regions, are going to have the choice to turn off the tracking, by the looks of it, based on this.
Yeah.
So I suppose that's a win for the users in that case.
Mm-hmm.